Hi guys, I wanted to share this video. Don't judge a book, because I was talking to somebody this morning about the story and it really kind of connected with me because I realised I do this. Well, we all do this, and it's really important not to. So let me share this story. A few weeks ago, I went to my favourite fish and chip place, and it's quite a drive from here, but I go and sit on the beach with a friend or whatever and eat my fish and chips. Beautiful fish and chips. And New Zealand is known for gorgeous fish and chips, nothing like in the UK at all. Anyway, so I was sitting there, I just put my order in, I was sitting there waiting, and this bag lady, she looked like a tramp, walked in, and she had her hair pulled back, and she had some old clothes on. She had a big one of those pull trolleys, and she sat there next to me, and she just started talking away, just chatting away, and I was looking at her, and she didn't smell or anything. She didn't smell like a bag lady, and I was just looking at her, and she was chatting away to me. And then I'm a Brit living in New Zealand, and so I caught her accent. It was Irish, and I said to her, "Are you from Ireland?" I didn't even say Ireland, and she said yes. And we started talking. Well, I say we started talking. I would ask the odd question, and she continued to chat away. And she was telling me how family she had here, and she had lots of children here all over the place. And then she happened to mention that she had. Sorry, I should backtrack here. A very attractive lady this was. She was in I would say, in fact, she told me she was in her mid-70s, didn't look 70s at all. Very attractive, blue eyes, she'd let her hair go grey, and she just had her hair scraped back from her face, but these gorgeous blue eyes, but she didn't have any makeup on, but she had quite good skin, but you could see she was older. I thought she was in her 60s, but yeah, she was about 75. And she was just telling me, how she came to New Zealand a long time ago, and she'd been here since like the 50s or something. Which is quite incredible how people maintain their accents. It doesn't matter how long they're away from home. And then she started to mention about investment properties, rentals. And I thought, oh my goodness, this lady, while she looks like a tramp, she looks like a bag lady, she actually, she's got quite a lot of money. And she'd continue to talk, and then she was talking to me about the worth of various houses, and I couldn't catch it all, but I caught enough to realise, goodness me, anybody would think this lady, I didn't have anything, and yet she obviously was quite well off. And that's such a lesson in don't judge others, don't judge people by the cover, don't assume people haven't got, and this is related to business or pleasure or whatever. If somebody looks a certain way, don't assume that you know what they're like. Another illustration was last year we went to Melbourne. Me and my kids went to Melbourne, and we walked into the city, and my daughter and myself, we love animals, love dogs, and there's this huge dog on some steps with a guy standing next to the dog with muscle bound and covered in tattoos, bald head. And he looked, and the dog was quite, big as well. And we looked and we thought, But for me, if it's a dog, I love dogs. So I just went up and let the dog sniff me, and we started talking to the guy. Lovely guy. So never, ever, ever judge a book by its cover. You never know what's behind that person, or how loving they are, or how caring. So that's all from me. That includes yourself. If other people judge you, just ignore it, because they don't know what you're like. So that's all from me today. Don't judge a book by its cover. Click on my link, friend me on Facebook, and read the blog below. Until next time.